Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to L Dust Boxing. So we got the new WBA rankings for the month of February. It's just dropped like maybe 2 minutes ago. So we're about to tap into it. I'm ready to go to the WBA website, and y'all know how we get down with these. Before I get into it, I want to salute everybody coming through the building. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow me on my social media, scrolling across the bottom, and you can tap into the website as well. Appreciate you guys' support. So we're gonna get into it. We know these WBA rankings come on. They come up like clockwork, you know what I'm saying, on the last day of the month. It hasn't changed. So you follow the channel, you already know how I get down with this. Let's get to it. So y'all see right there, January 31st, 2024. So there it is. Alright, heavyweight division. So we got the big one coming up, Usyk and Fury. That's in a couple of weeks, February the 17th. Did you guys see that trailer they had? That shit was dope. I ain't gonna hold you. But we finally get some undisputed heavyweight champion in that division since like Lenz Lewis, like 24 years ago. So that's what's up. So we're looking forward to that. That's much anticipated. You have Manuel Charles, a regular champion. So he got that belt because he won a court case with the WBA. A big long feud he had with the WBA, Don King. So he's supposed to fight Kubek Pulev sometime in, I want to say March, they said. So you see Pulev is back in at number 10. So right on time to face Manuel Charles for the regular title. So hopefully they do something with that. You know what I'm saying? We really don't need it in the sport of boxing. We got rid of it with Dubois versus Usyk, and they gave it right back to Charles. Number 1, you got Bacoli. He was ordered to face Cassius Chaney for an eliminator. So I'm not sure if they're going to be the eliminator for Charles versus Pulev or the eliminator for Usyk and Fury. Hopefully it's Charles versus Pulev. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. It's funny how they do these rankings. Miss Just Doing the building. What's good with you? Salute to you. I appreciate you. Y'all really smoking the building. What's good? Salute to you. Teaching the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute to you. So yeah, it's funny how they do these rankings. But Bacoli and Chaney is actually a good fight. They're in negotiations right now. Chaney is working with Don King, and Bacoli is with Boxer over there in the UK. Alright, so same guys in there. Now they put Deontay Wilder back in there. So of course he was taken out last month because he lost to Parker. But they put him right back. So maybe he got something in the works. We'll see. And everything else is basically the same. And Jake Caballero had a good win. Jared Anderson should be back in April, y'all. Looking for an opponent. Justice Hooney, he's fighting on AJ's undercard in March. I think he's facing Kevin Larenia, but we'll see. So that's what's up. A little bit of changes, you know what I'm saying? They took out Jarrell B. Baby Miller. They took him out. They put Pulev in there. They put Deontay back in there. So it is what it is. Bridgerweight. So WBA and WBC are on board with this Bridgerweight division. Cola Kid, what's good with you, bro? Salute to you. So they on board with this division. The weight limit is 224. You have a WBA champion in Bridgerweight, Evgeny Tishenko. He's an Olympic gold medalist. He won the title a couple months ago. Number 2 versus number 3, Romanov versus Zane. They're going to fight for the final eliminator. I think that's February the 10th, so that's coming up. So I ain't really tripping off this division. As long as they fight each other, I'm cool with it. I'm just be honest. I think all sanctioned bodies that have top 15, the guys gonna fight each other, I'm cool with it though. Number 7, Mary. He's supposed to fight Daniel Dubois. Those guys were ordered to fight for the European title. So that should be coming up. Mary just beat Yoka. You see Lawrence Okolie right there, former world champion. Andrew Tabiti. So it's some good names. They just gotta fight each other. You know what I mean? Cruiserweight. So you got the world champion, Arslan Garner-Marion. Now he signed to face Zerto. That fight supposed to be on March the 30th. Now they're trying to get a date. No, they're trying to get a venue. They was going in Vegas, but of course PBC Gonna do their card there in Vegas on the 30th with Tim Tszyu versus Keith Thurman, and that card they have. So they're looking at Texas or Long Beach to do that fight. Gallimarian versus Zerto. So we'll see. Now they put the WBA Gold Champion Arslan. I don't know what that means. You know what I'm saying? That seems like an extra champion to me. So I don't know. That's kind of weird. So the WBA allows Zerto to face Gallimarian, but Dorticos is the mandatory. So the winner's supposed to face. He took step aside to allow those guys to fight, and the winner's supposed to face Dorticos in 3 months. No, 4 months, 120 days. So we'll see what happens with that. Let me see. Sheriff Clark just had a good victory last weekend. Salute to him. Ryan Rosiski, he's supposed to fight for the WBC. He's a WBC mandatory. Brandon Glanson had a good victory on Sunday, second round knockout. So your cruiserweight is solid. You know, like I said, you'll get to know more about the division if these guys and these sanctioned bodies fight each other. You know what I'm saying, inside the rankings. So you know what I'm saying, we need more of that. All right. 175. So we got some good news about possibly getting Dmitry Bivol versus Arthur Beterbiev, undisputed. Andrew Gray, what's good with you, bro? Salute to you. So they're talking about doing that fight in June. Hopefully everything works out. So we've been waiting for that fight for years. We have a big fight though for the sanctioned body. You have the Waxley versus Dan Aziz. That's Saturday, February the 3rd. You catch it on Peacock. That's a WBA eliminator, so they'll be the mandatory for the winner between Beterbiev and Bivol. So that's what's up, man. That's a good fight right there. Hope everybody tap in with that. Alberto Ramirez, he fought last week. I mean, he had a so-so performance. He had a tough guy in front of him. Anthony Yarde is fighting on the 10th, February the 10th. Let me see who else got something coming. I think Lawrence King is fighting February the 10th as well, but he's fighting on a local show. Connor Wallace is fighting March the 17th in Australia. Who else got something coming? I think that's about it for now. But yeah, so Waxy versus Aziz is a good fight. I think that's gonna be a good one. So hopefully everybody tap in. If you don't got Peacock, feel free. Y'all should tap in. I got Peacock. It's number like $5 a month. I ain't like trying to, do no commercial for them, but I've been rocking with them for a minute. So yeah, that's what it is. Super middleweight. So we got Canelo, undisputed. Man, we've been hearing about the rumors about Canelo fighting Crawford, Benavidez, Charlo, whoever else. I don't know. We're gonna have to wait. Munguia, so we just have to wait. Y'all know how that is, the process. Dave Morrell is the regular champion. I hope for him to stay active. He had an easy money in his fight in December, 2-round knockout. So he should be right back, man, for real. And a lot of people calling for Morrell versus Billy, which would be crazy. That'd be a hell of a fight. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. And Billy just had a good victory recently. By Yanza, he just had a victory. Easy money against an older guy. McCory, number 3. He got Berlanga, February the 24th. That's an important fight. Berlanga with a win, he can get Jaime Munguia in the summer. McCory put his name on the map. He can get big fights too. Pacheco coming back April the 6th. He got Sean McCollum. That's a good fight right there. That's a solid fight. Bake the Bully, he should be back pretty soon as well. He fights with Golden Boy. Who else? I think the rest of these guys don't got nothing coming. So we'll see though. I like this division. Once they starting to wake up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? We gotta get some results at the top. Canelo got like 2 or 3 mandatories. So, we'll see what he's gonna do with the belts. Because these guys are gonna be ready for sure. Alright. Middleweight division. So we got Erislandy Lara versus his mandatory Michael Zarafa. That's on the Thurman Tim Tszyu undercard, the pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? It's a decent fight. We don't know what Lara has left. You know what I'm saying? He's the oldest world champion. I think about to be 41 years old pretty soon. So we'll see. But, conventional wisdom, he beat guys like that. You know what I'm saying? Elmo Williams is fighting this weekend. He got a late replacement, but I think he'll be alright though. So he right there. He trying to get a world title shot. He was supposed to fight Conor Coyle, but that fight fell apart. Let me see. Chris Eubank in there, number 9. I see him. Hamza Shiraz got a good fight coming up. He got Leon Williams February the 10th. And he's like I think he's the WBC silver champion. Nathan Haney will be back. He had a good victory against Denzel Bentley his last fight out. He'll be back in March 16th. Conway is fighting in a tournament, a middleweight tournament in Japan. I like it. Prize fighter. It's an 8-man tournament. They just announced it today. I wrote about. Well, I didn't write about it, but I posted about it on my website. Feel free to tap in on that for sure. So that's the middleweight division, 154. So as of right now, Jermell Charlo is still the WBA champion. That's the only belt he has other than a Ring magazine. So he gave up the other 3 belts. They got stripped from him. He just gave them up. So we're going to see if the 4th one's going to come, because number 1 versus number 2, they basically signed to fight. They're just waiting for the WBA to either order Matt Renoff versus Charlo to kind of force the action, or just strip them all together or make them champion in recess like the WBC just did, and then allow those guys to fight for the vacant title. So we still waiting on word for that. You know what I'm saying? We still waiting on word. Virgil came in last month, number 3, so he's staying pat right there. The rest of the guys pretty solid. We'll see when Virgil gonna come back. I mean, I guess he can fight somebody in these rankings, maybe an eliminator, especially if Charlo gonna get stripped, if the title gonna be vacant. Maybe Virgil versus one of these guys underneath him. You know what I'm saying, for a title eliminator. Michael Soro would be a fun fight. So we'll see. Sam Egerton, he got a good fight coming up. He's facing number 11, Abaz Baru. I think that's March the 1st. That's actually going to be an entertaining fight, though. That's going to be in the UK. All right, 147. So, Terrence Crawford, he still have 3 welterweight belts. He got stripped of the IBF, and Boots got elevated because he was the interim champion. So I highly doubt Crawford coming back to 147. So we'll have to see. If he does, if he vacates the rest of the belts, and then Stan Jones would be the sole champion. He won't get elevated. He just be the only WBA champion, and the super goes away. A lot of people don't understand that concept. Like they saying with Tank, well, he got elevated. He didn't get elevated. There's no more other champions but him. He's just the WBA champion. So a lot of people kind of misinterpret that. But it is what it is. So wait to see what Crawford gonna do. Big time rumors about him and Canelo. We'll see if that fight actually happened. Stanley Jones, he need to fight. He need to fight. He'll be out the ring for 2 years, y'all. Coming up 2 years. He last fought on the Spence Ugas undercard. That's a long ass time ago. So hopefully he get a fight coming up pretty soon on one of these PBC cards, or just get a fight in period. Alright, so I see a new entry. So right here, Adrian Broner coming in at number 8. So that's interesting. You know what I'm saying? Not sure what that means. Cleveland Selden came in at number 9. So maybe those guys are fighting. I don't know. But that's interesting to see AB in at number 8. You know, big name in the sport of boxing. Definitely not what he used to be. But hey, he's a big enough name to call for big fights. Maybe he get to stay on this fight. I don't know. But seeing AB's name right there, something is in the mix. He's with Don King. Don King working with the WBA. Don King also has Trayshawn Wiggins, who's been in the rankings for a while now. So maybe that's the fight they make. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when you see guys' name pop up like that, it may be something to it. Let me see. Also, so number 1, Galasov, he has a WBA mandatory fight against number 5, Pablo Cesar Cano. So that's coming up. Butiev is in training Butayev is in training, but I don't know who he fight. You know what I'm saying? I seen him in training camp. Um, let me see. Conor Walker just had a good victory. He climbing up the rankings. He's number 6, so he almost there. Let me see. We got something coming up. So that's about it. So yeah, AB coming in at number 8. So that's interesting right there. All right. Yes, sir. All right, 140. So Rolly is back to being the world champion. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is with that. We know he's facing Pitbull Cruz on March the 30th. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. That's actually a fun fight. And I've been telling people that, Rolly, Rolly and Pitbull Cruz are actually fan favorites. You know what I'm saying? Like when I go to the fights, they actually get a lot of love. You know what I'm saying? So that actually should be a good fight. They put Pitbull Cruz in at number 2. So if y'all paying attention, they got him in at number 2. You know what I'm saying? Cam Sims Jr. is number 1 in the WBA. So he's waiting for his opportunity. He should be getting an opportunity this year. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. That's interesting though. Alberto Playo. So he jumped up into the rankings. He was unranked last month. He jumped up to number 3. So if you're doing your math at home, you know what I'm saying? We know Barrasso is an interim champion. They don't have him listed, but we know he's the interim champion. So if you're doing your math at home and you trying to do matchmaking, Playo versus Kenneth Sims Jr. versus Barrasso. I can see that happening next. So yeah, it's interesting to see. Alright. Keeping it going. So with Ryan Garcia, we're not sure when he's coming back. I'm just gonna wait for him and Devin Haney make the fight. Just gonna wait. Nestor Bravo will be back on March the 2nd. That's Amanda Serrano's card. Jack Catterall is waiting for Josh Taylor. Let me see. Harry Davis falls to number 9. Jukabayev was a good fight. So you got some good fighters in this division. 140 is a dope division for sure. 135. So Tank is the world champion. I'm not sure if he has a mandatory yet. But Williams Zepeda versus Maxie Hughes is fighting for the WBA and IBF Eliminator, and that fight going down March 16th. So it looked like Zepeda, if he wins, or Maxie Hughes, that'd be the mandatory for Gervonta Tank Davis. They was talking about Tank fighting in the UK. So if Maxie Hughes wins, shit. I don't know. I can't see Tank fighting in the UK. But actually I can though, because he's a world champion. You know what I'm saying? World champions and the biggest stars in the sport can go anywhere and create, generate money. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really buy into the notion where Tank got to fight a UK fighter or a big name fighter over there to do good, because they different over there in the UK. They gonna support that shit. They gonna love that shit. So if Tank fight one of these guys in the top 15 in the UK in a stadium fight, and if PBC PBC gonna be doing the promotion and the production and all that shit. So if they can get that together, it'd be good. Everybody they bringing over there is gonna be PBC, so they can bring in referees and whatnot. So I don't really, like the notion that he can't fight in if he gonna fight in UK, gotta be against a big name. I don't really buy into that notion, because Tank is the star. And if he's the face of boxing like they're telling me every day on YouTube, then he should be able to fight anywhere and bring a big ass crowd. So we'll see. But it's just funny just to say that, just to see how this should be working though. Floyd Schofield, he's number 4, so he's right in the mix. Frank Martin number 2, De Los Santos number 3. So actually, yeah, they moved up because Pitbull Cruz was number 2. And he moved out of the division. So Frank Martin and De Los Santos. So those guys' names been linked. Same as Jose Valenzuela. If you notice, last month he was number 6, and this month he's still number 6. but Frank Martin moved up a spot, and De Los Santos. I think those are the two possible candidates for and Rayo. Those are three candidates: Frank Martin, De Los Santos, and Valenzuela. If it was up to me, and if you asking me who I think is gonna be for Tank, I'm gonna say De Los Santos. De Los Santos. I'm gonna say it's him, but we'll see. Zor Adelev, number 10, he'll be back. He got number 12, Roger Gutierrez. That's February the 10th in Russia. And the Cruz will be back pretty soon too. February 24th, he fighting on Berlinger's card, so he in the top 15. Salute to him. All right. 130. So 130 been opening up a lot lately too. Lamont Rose Jr. is the new champion. Free agent, haven't signed with nobody. We wait and see what he's gonna do. I know he was talking about Jamel Aaron and maybe giving Hector Luis Garcia a rematch. Hey, it is what it is. But he's gonna have a mandatory pretty soon. Otar Rosian, number 1. So we'll see how that work out. I like to see them go to top rank actually because they basically gonna have all the champions. You know, Shaki Foster, they got Navarrete. The IBF about to become vacant. So we'll see. We'll see. Let me see, going down the ring, you got Lee Wood right there. Lee Wood supposed to face Warrington in a rematch. I like Lee Wood. Mark Marcelo right there, former world champion. Francisco Fonseca. So familiar names. Jordan White. Jordan Gill versus Zephyr Barrett. That's actually a good fight. Those guys got like 30 fights. I didn't even realize it until I started to look, pay attention. I was just looking at their box ring when I seen the fight announced. I was like, damn, these guys got 30 fights. It's time. You know what I'm saying? But that's actually a solid fight. Barrett versus Gill. So, yeah. All right. Featherweight. So, we got a vacant title right now, but that's about to get fulfilled. March the 2nd. Otabek Kamatov versus Ray Ford. That's gonna be a good fight right there. That's on top rank. Luis Alberto Lopez defending his IBF title on that card. That's pretty good. That's gonna be a pretty good night of boxing. Let me see. You got Steve Fulton right there, but I'm not sure what he's doing. Number 5 versus number 6 supposed to negotiated for a title eliminator. Victor Morales versus Luis Nunes. I don't know what they gonna do. But y'all seen the boy Angelo Leo tonight. He ain't playing no games. He ain't fucking around. You see that nice body shot knockout he had against Mike Plania, Magic Mike. Yo, he climbing up the rankings. I ain't gonna lie, yo. Leo can win a world champion. You know, he can win another world title. You know what I'm saying? He right there in the mix. So if these guys looking for fights and stuff like that, he's a tough out. You know what I'm saying? He was a tough out for Stephen Fulton. This Fulton is just, he was on his A game that day. You know what I'm saying? But that was a hell of a fight. So, yeah, watch out for Leo. I like him. Let me see. Got some coming. Edward Vasquez. Yo, Vasquez versus Angelo Leo would be a hell of a fight. Vasquez gave he gave Joe Cordina hell. You know what I'm saying? Mauricio Lara, he'll be back February the 16th in Mexico. But he's fighting at 130 though, to my knowledge. Alright. 122. Undisputed Naoya Inoue. Got all the belts. He has a WBA mandatory, but it's not due. The first one is due. It's a WBC. That's Luis Neri. Those guys is fight May the 6th in Japan. Big time fight. They fight in the same stadium as Mike Tyson and Buster Douglas. So that's like nostalgia type shit, history. So that's what's up. That's gonna be a fun fight too. You know what I'm saying? Neri always come to fight. Number 4, Picasso. He's facing number 6, Ramon Cardenas. That's gonna be on the Pro Box TV card. I think it's February the 16th. That's a hell of a fight. Y'all see they got high rankings. Maybe that's, get those guys to like number 2 or number 3. You know what I'm saying? Leapfrog some of those guys. You got Marlon Tapales, former world champion. Good names. Elijah Pierce in there. Liam Davies got a fight coming up. O'Quinn is going to run it back with the guy he just knocked out. You know what I'm saying? That shit came out of nowhere. They're going to run it back. That's what's up, though. That's going to be in the UK this time. So, yeah, we'll see. So Tacoma anyway. So that's the younger brother of the Monster. So he got a good fight coming up. He got Jerwin and Cajas. Actually, I favor Cajas in that fight, but still, he gotta be ready though, because I know a lot of people ain't giving this anyway a lot of props. He's not the Monster, but he can, he trains just like everybody else. So we'll see. That fight going down February 24th. So there's a lot of title fights coming up. A lot of these guys are active. You know what I'm saying? Vargas versus Jonathan Rodriguez. That's coming up on Berlinga's undercard, February 24th. That's a title eliminator. That's a good fight right there. Rodriguez just retired Ufai, first round knockout, and Vargas is a solid fighter. So y'all stay tuned. There's some good fights coming up. Real good fights. 115, Ioka. Now he's in negotiations with his mandatory John Ramirez. Scrappy. So I forgot the deadline, but it should be coming up in a week or two. I know Golden Boy trying to make that fight. You know what I'm saying, without going to purse bid. We're gonna see. It's a possibility that Ioka vacate that belt. There's a possibility that they go to purse bid. They have to go to Japan. A lot of possibilities, but that fight is on the books. They're supposed to be negotiating. Contreras, I think he just fought. Oh, he got a fight coming up. I got double tap that. Argy Cortez just had a fight. Maybe him and Andrew Maloney a fight. Andrew Maloney is fighting on the undercard of Loma and Cambosis with his twin brother. They both gonna be on the card. All right, we got new world champion right here. So first new world champion of the year. My man Yuri, he beat Dr. Canyon, the long reigning champion, last week. So that's the first title change. I remember last year we had like 3 or 4 title changes in January. That shit was crazy. So just one so far. So that's what's up. So we'll see what he can do. I would love to see, like a unification, but I don't know. Bam is supposed to be moving up to 115 to face Estrada. Martinez is fighting on the Zoo and Thurman undercard. He's facing Cordova in a good fight. He's with Canelo, so he's trying to get this fight and then do something else. So we'll see. Maybe Kenshiro moves up and face Yuri. We'll see. 108. So Kenshiro had a tough ass fight. You know what I'm saying? He barely escaped through with that fight against Gonzalez. So that was a tough fight, man. You could have scored it either way, but I thought Kenshiro edged it out. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. Eric Rosa, he just moved up from 105, campaigning at 108 now. Yo, that's what's up though. He was a former regular champion, so he got the number 1 position. Maybe he tried to go after Kenshiro. You know what I'm saying? He been inactive. It's been a long saga with him and CP Freshmart, so we'll see. That's what's up right there. I like him. He's solid. And then 105. So my man Armstrong, aka CP Freshmart. So look like he don't have a mandatory now. I like to see him unify with Oscar Collazo. Now I would say the other champions, but they bought the fight on another card, so maybe they can do that unification going down. But we seen Collazo last week; he looked good. He's solid. So that's what it is, man. WBA rankings, they have surprises though. They probably the one sanctioned body that has a lot of surprises for real. I'm gonna go back to something that stuck out to me the most. The AB coming in at number 8, so that's the one right there. So AB at number 8, Shelton at number 9. Like they ain't really done too much in the weight class to begin these rankings. Maybe they fight each other. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. So that's what it is though. They brought back Deontay Wilder, put him in at number 9. So maybe he got something coming up, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe they're just putting him back in there. We'll see. So that's what it is, man. If you guys want to tap in with the rankings, go to the WBA website. It's easy. You know what I'm saying? The new rankings come out the last day of each month. So feel free to tap in if you want to do some more research on your own. So yeah, I want to salute everybody coming through the building for sure. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, follow me on my social media, scroll across the bottom, Twitter and Instagram, and tap into the website as well. Much appreciated. So yes, sir. I'll leave y'all with that. That's my time, and I'm out.